If we had a more reasonable rate of taxation on capital gains and on corporate income, and if we made it harder to pass along wealth without, especially inherited wealth, without paying any taxes on it, or some of these other maneuvers like this borrowing thing you're talking about, we would have a fairer country because we'd still have capitalism. There'd still be lots of motivation and lots of reason to innovate and build a business and create jobs and do all the things that very wealthy people have done. And also, we would be out of this doom loop we're in where they're saying, well, we can't possibly have as good health care as other countries. We couldn't possibly do something like, I don't know, fast trains here in the United States. We couldn't possibly have rural hospitals be properly funded or public education. Of course we can. If we aren't collecting a fair level of taxes, then of course we're going to come up short when we're trying to fund those things.
Okay, that's Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg under Joe Biden. That he worked for Joe Biden. That he's now proving why he should never be president of the United States with an inane, remarkably absurd argument claiming that taking more taxes from you, taking what you have worked so hard for to build, taking that away in higher taxes, is somehow going to get fast trains built, high-speed rail. Social media lighting up. Has Buttigieg ever seen the California high-speed rail project? No tracks have been laid. It's 30 years late, $200 billion over budget. Steve Hilton quoted saying to Pete Buttigieg, stick to potholes. Let's welcome to the show from the Federalist, Brianna Lyman. Do we really need higher taxes to get high-speed trains built? What do you think?
No, we just need California actually to do its job. Look, CBS News reported just a few days ago that one of the reasons there is not a high-speed rail trail is because California's government missed the deadlines to actually buy the train. So once again, we're seeing that the problem isn't that there's not enough money. The problem is that there's so much money that the government is inept, doesn't know what to do with it, and fails to use it properly. And what Pete Buttigieg is basically doing is he's trying to peddle this Marxist ideology, which is government redistribution of wealth, but he's framing it as though it's like this moral good, right? We're going to help people get the things that they need, because that sounds better than saying the government's going to steal all your money. Yeah,
no kidding. That's right. And he says nothing about the $2 trillion that the government wasted on overpayments since 2003. It's now $3 trillion. How about stopping that first before you go after, the small businesses owners' assets, or the rural farmer trying to take the farm away? Let's get your reaction to Buttigieg. Brianna, he admits the Biden administration blew off Elon Musk at an electric car summit that they had held. Watch this.
That was a mistake. I was there for that. He is, if not single-handedly responsible, certainly is the person most responsible for EV excellence on American soil. And he's saying, what the and I don't blame him for that.
So these are the guys who can't even invite Elon Musk to an electric car summit, and they think they're so smart and know how to tax everybody and want to take in trillions of dollars of more people's taxes?
Yeah, remember, Elon Musk is someone who broke with the Democrat Party. Also remember, Jen Psaki made a comment insinuating that Elon Musk was kept out of that EV summit because his workers are non-union. So that's where the Democrats are heading.
This is really something, what we're watching here. The Democrat Party appears to be going up in flames. They don't have a leader, Axios has reported. Brianna Lyman, thank you so much. Now watch this.